These two colors mixed together make a gorgeous, gorgeous brown. And you can take it to the red side or the green side, just depending on your mood or how you feel about the painting or whatever. Either way, you make the big decision. Let me clean the old knife off here. We just wipe the knife on a paper towel, no big deal. Take a little bit of that color and I'll load it the same way. Just tap right into it. See there? Just tap. Okay, let's go up here. Now then, we'll have a few happy little bushes that live back in here. Isn't that a gorgeous brown color?
Preach the gospel.
We're going to play dark against light, light against dark, continually throughout this painting.
To heal.
It's nice just to use this old tool.
Set a liberty that I'll bruise.
But it'll do wonderful things for you. Just allow it to do it. Allow it
To proclaim the acceptable year of the Lord. Freedom
See how you
is
can create
here.
all those little illusions?
Mercy is near.
There, and these are far away.
The spirit
We're in the
of the
background, so we're not worried about a lot of detail yet. As we get closer in the painting, then we'll begin concerned about detail and being able to count every little tree. But back here, we just want to make pictures. Now then, I want to create the illusion of another layer. Let me grab another brush. I have several of them going here. We'll take a little white with just a least little touch of yellow ochre in it. I'm just going to tap a little color. I want to create a light area at the base of this.
good news for the
Knock
weary,
off the excess paint.
light for the
Blend
night.
it right in. All I'm
Chains
looking
fall
for is
away
this misty area. The rest of it,
in
we're not
mercy
concerned with at this point.
The broken are
Will be the
lifted,
separator.
the lost are
So take care of that little
restored.
light area. It's
This
your good friend.
is the
It
promise
do wonderful things for you in the painting. There we go.
of the Lord.
Okay. See if you can tap a brush, you can do this. That's all there is to it. Going back to my old dirty brush. We'll go right into, we'll just use some midnight black. Load it the same way. Just tap. Just tap it. Like so. You can see up close there. We get a lot of comments about what the brush is. Why does it look like that? We tape the brush at furrows to keep them from shining when the studio light. But other than that, they're the same identical brushes that you're using. This is just black. It's just a little bit of duct tape we put around there. Otherwise, they would shine and cause big glares, and it wouldn't look good on your TV. That's the only reason we do that. Okay, see there? Now we have another layer. But you see how that little light area is your separator? Without that, it would have a tendency to blend together more. And we don't want that. We want it to separate so you can tell there's different planes in your painting.
Hear the word of
There
God
we go, maybe.
and keep.
Why not? Just wherever. Maybe this one goes all the way up here. I don't know.
Blessed are they
Just sort of let your
that
imagination take
hear
you
the
wherever you
word
want
of
to.
God.
Well, this piece of canvas, as you've heard me say a million times, truly is your world.
Not only
Grab a little
those
liner
who
brush.
listen,
Let's take a little bit of that nice brown color we made. We're going to put a little paint thinner in it. Thin that paint down till it's,
and let
well, it's not quite ink
obedience
consistency,
grow.
but it's very thin. Okay,
In
let's
the
go up here.
quiet of the morning, in the
Let's put in the
turning
indication
of
here
the
and there and
pain,
there and here.
your
Some little
word
sticks and
becomes a
twigs
shelter
and all the little things that
when
live
we
in the woods.
choose your
And they're all
way.
out in here. There.
Blessed
You
are
always
they
have
that
these
hear and keep the living
Just
word.
gobs of them sometimes.
So
Lots of them.
blessed are they who stand in light, holding truth
The
through
question
darkest
is it
night.
better to pull down and make little sticks and twigs or go up? It really is up to you. Try it both ways. See which works the best for you. And that's the way that's exactly right. Because painting is a very individual pastime. Everybody does it different. And everybody enjoys it for different reasons. There. I enjoy it. I think it's my escape from reality. I can go in
Through
here and
seasons
I
of
can literally
rejoicing,
create any kind of world
through
that I want.
seasons of the flame,
Tranquility and peace in my world
the
is never
word
a challenge.
remains
I have all
unshaken,
my little animal
forever
friends.
still
They all
the
live right there.
same. Not spoken for a moment,
Alan,
not fading like
that's
the
coming along pretty good.
wind.
Let's just take a little white, a
In the
little bit of that
spirit,
brown that we made.
where life begins within.
There, maybe a
Blessed
little bit
are
darker. Yeah, that's
that
nice.
hear
Very nice.
the word
Cut off a
of
little bit
God
of paint. See there? Let's go up here.
and
Now you have to
keep
start
it.
making some decisions. Where does your land live? Maybe
Blessed are
just
they,
take the knife, decide where it lives, and lay it in. Lay it
blessed are
wherever you
they.
want it to be. There we go. As I say, I think these kind of little paintings with a liquid clear are so much fun and they're so effective.
this
you can
my
just take the
son
knife and
was
just sort of rub
dead
it. And it'll
and
create
is
that
alive
illusion.
again.
Sometimes it comes out looking like
He was
little bushes and stuff that are far away, and you haven't hardly done a thing.
and is found. This my son was dead
See there?
and is
And by not
alive
overmixing the paint, you
again.
get these variations. Don't
Far
change the
from
color.
home,
Most of the time we leave it sort of marbled.
far from grace,
Sort of marbled. That way
broken
these happy accidents
dreams,
happen continually.
empty place.
Continually. And then you learn to use these accidents.
But the Father
create
saw him
beautiful,
while he
beautiful
was
paintings.
yet afar.
Because, as you know, we don't make mistakes.
Compassion
We just have happy accidents every
before
once in
a
a while.
single scar,
It comes on back up in here.
before
And
confession,
this will not be an exact duplicate
before
of
the
the little painting you see
plea.
at the beginning of the show. But it'll
Arms
show you how
are
it was made.
open,
I like that little
mercy
opening
set
you see behind the
free.
tree. Isn't that fantastic?
Welcome
That was created
home,
by a very good friend of mine that works here at the
no
station.
more
His name is Jerry
shame.
Morton.
Father
And a lot of the other
runs, he
engineers put a lot of time into making this
calls
little
your
rascal.
name.
So I hope you enjoy it.
Welcome
There.
home,
Okay.
alive
You
again.
know me. I like big trees, so I think it's time to make our big tree. I think I'll use the filbert today because I want to paint this very thick on the canvas. We're going to the Van Dyke Brown and Dark Sienna. I'm just sort of going to gob a lot of it right on the bristles. Let's go up in here. Major decision time. Where does your tree live? I think our tree does now. It lives right along here. And just putting the paint on very thick. Very, very thick. Because I'm going
Robe
to
and
put
ring,
highlights on there, and I'm going to depend on the
shoes
thickness
for
to
his
catch the
feet.
highlights. So don't be
Grace
afraid to use a lot of
restores
color.
what's in defeat.
There's a lot of paint there.
For this my
There
son
are areas
was
in this
dead
particular painting that are
and
so
is
thin,
alive
there's
again.
nothing there hardly except liquid clear over acrylic color.
Lost but found, gone
Then we have
but
other areas
near.
that could be up to like 8 inches
Love
thick. And
was
I like that kind of
waiting
painting.
all
Very
those
much.
years.
Very much.
Welcome home,
Let's give it another big old.
alive again.
And you can make him crookedy,
He was
have all
lost
kinds of character. Don't just make old straight tree. Shoot.
and is found.
You do that, the lumberjacks will come along and whack him down and make a telephone pole out of it. We want a tree here that has character. Gnarly old tree. It's had a hard life. Things weren't always good out here in the woods. There were some years that they didn't get much water. Maybe when he was little, a big old creature came along and gnawed on him a little bit. Just make up little stories that make sense why your tree looks the way it does.
Fear not, little flock, for it is your Father's good
Big old foot out here for him
pleasure
to stand on.
to give you the kingdom.
We'll give him another arm or two. Maybe
Fear
he's got an arm out here.
Little flock, you are known
And
by
just don't
heaven.
here. When you're doing
You
this,
are
you can
loved
put as many arms on your
forever.
tree as you want. I just want to show
Do
you how
not be
the filbert brush
afraid.
works very good for doing things like this.
You are held in His hands.
See there? Now,
Treasure in
so thick on
heaven,
there. As I say, in some areas, it's probably a good 8 of an
where
inch
your
thick.
true heart stands.
It has bumps and ridges on it, and when it dries, you can
Fear
actually feel the
not,
bark.
little flock.
All right. Now, we'll take the little script liner brush. Put a little brown color over there. That's some variation. Script liner brush and a paint thinner. Gonna get quite a bit of thinner because I know I'm going to use several different strokes here. We want to fill the bristles full of color. Fill them full of color, and paint is very thin. Let's see, there's a lot of color in those bristles. This is the liner brush has very long bristles, so it holds a lot. Let's go up here. Now then, when you touch, all we're going to do is just barely touch the edge of this. Allow the paint to be picked up
Where your
on those
treasure
areas that are very
is,
thick. That's why we use the filbert brush rather than a fan brush or
there
something
will
to do
your
this.
heart
I want it
be
to be very
also.
thick. So just those ridges of paint.
No
Look at that.
fear
You can mix some of those
tomorrow.
just little bark like this on trees. See there?
His love will
See how this is
follow.
various? We'll push that limb into the back by just coming distinctly through without
Fear
moving
not,
behind it.
little flock.
Didn't know you had that kind of power, did you? All right.
Fear not, little flock.
Bristles grazing.
Fear not, little flock.
I do think this is one of the neatest ways I've ever seen.
Fear not,
All kinds of gorgeous little things in there.
little flock.
Like him. Okay, now over here on this side,
Father,
we'll just
forgive
put a few
them,
little things. A little more paint thinner, a little more color.
for they know
If you have
not
trouble making it come off your brush, just add a little more paint thinner. That's all. If you don't get all these ridges and bumps, it means that your undercolor is not thick enough and you don't have all those variations under there.
for they
Now
know
you can sit and try to
not
draw these. It'll take you
what
forever.
they do.
Or you can just do it this way and it just works. Like it.
shadow of the
And
cross,
as I say, when this thing is dry,
under
you can feel
darkened
this and it'll
sky,
feel like real bark on a real tree.
mercy spoke
Maybe an old
louder
tree that you used to know. Might have lived in your yard.
than the
Might have
cry.
been your good friend. He's not the only
Hands
tree,
were
friend.
lifted, not in blame,
Come right on
but in love,
something like so.
still the same.
Maybe a little bit right in here.
No defense, no reply,
And if you really want to
only
sparkle it on the edges, just
grace
here and there. Don't overdo it.
lifted high.
Just take a little bit of light color. See that?
Father, forgive them,
I'm sorry to get excited sometimes.
even
But
now.
thousands and thousands of paintings, and I still
Love
get
is
excited when this works.
stronger
It's so fantastic.
than the crown.
All right,
Father,
now let's
forgive
show you
them,
that stuff. Okay,
let mercy
I
flow
got the old paint thinner going. We'll
where
go right into a little bit
hatred
of this
grows.
nice brown color we made from crimson and sap green. And let's just put some little arms here and there on this. See, just let it flow. There. As I say this, I like these woodsy scenes because this is a fantastic place for all my little creatures to live. I got to show you one of my little creatures. Here recently, I had the privilege of going out and seeing a fantastic lady named Carmen Shaw, and she had a little baby fox. And she told me if you look in the dictionary under cute, it would
Nails
say
could not
baby fox.
silence,
Isn't this the most precious thing you've ever
compassion's
seen? I'm just putting limbs on while you're watching that.
pain could not cancel.
But you won't see. But I love these
Heaven's
little animals. And Carmen, there she is. She brought a little raccoon over to visit the little fox. This is just a baby
In the
raccoon.
loss,
Of course, he's a little older than the fox.
mercy
Whoops. Hey.
triumphed on the
I
cross.
think maybe there's a little personality conflict there.
Forgive,
But aren't those precious little things? I have to
forgive,
agree with Carmen. When
even
we
now.
made the word cute, they had that little fox in
Father,
there. There's
forgive
no doubt.
them,
Because they are absolutely
for they
precious. I think that
know
one's 6 or 8 weeks old.
what they do.
Carmen's a super lady. Lives right outside of Orlando, Florida. And she's a real special. She takes care of all these little animals that are injured and orphaned. And
For they
she
know
nurses them back to health or raises them up, whatever they need. And then she turns them loose. Lets them go back to nature. Okay. Now then,
Father, forgive
let's
them.
take a little tree in the background. We'll take the old 2-inch
Launch
brush,
out
a little bit of
into
brown,
the
a
deep.
little bit of bright red, a
Down your nets
little more bright
again.
red, a little yellow ochre. Mix them
Though
together.
the night
A little more
was
bright red. I like
empty,
that. Go right
trust
up here.
me,
Now
friend.
over this dark area, and
Launch out into the deep.
we're going to put us a nice
Do
tree. We're
not
gonna let
fear
some of that
the
show
sea.
through.
At my word,
Just a big tree that lives up here and has a good time. There we go.
all the labor of
We'll
the
take the
night,
little liner brush and that
all
brown
the
color.
silence of the shore.
Let's put the indication
Still,
of
my word is
Oh,
stronger
mistake in the
than
way it
the
lives
doubt
in there.
before.
there. Just
Trust beyond the silence, trust beyond the shore.
It's working pretty good. We'll go back
When
and
you
use some light color.
follow my word,
This is
you
Cayenne
will
yellow.
act
Just
no
to give it a little
more.
highlight. Maybe I'll get a little white.
At my
There
word,
with it.
let down the net.
Now then, let's go right up in here.
At my
Let's
word,
drop a few little
do
highlights on there.
not forget.
There we go. That easy. We got us a pretty nice little tree that lives back here. There. He watches my little fox back here. Let's take some white, a little bit of that brown we made.
Simon answered softly, Master, we have toiled all the night with nothing, nets unused, unspoiled.
Notice I'm not covering all this up. I want some of the dark to show through.
I will let it down.
Tell you what, let's take a little bit of a brown we made from the crimson and the
Faith
green.
is where I'm found.
Let's put some
Trust
little
beyond the
bushes right here.
silence, trust beyond the
This is the way
shore.
the bushes live right
When you follow my word,
there.
you will act no more.
All right.
At my word, the
Big
nets
bush
were
lives right
filled.
there.
At my word, the sea stood still and
So we
then
have a little separator in
closed. A great multitude, so much the nets could scarcely hold.
And then I'll have it
Blessing
done. I'm going to touch
breaking
just a little bit
every
of
scene.
the color, a little bit, just to put some
Faith
indications. Like
begin
a few indications of highlight here and there. I'm going to take my old filbert, put a little brown on it. Light brown on one side, dark on the other. Maybe there's an old fence lives. Yep, right there. And this guy, he took care of his fence about like I did. He didn't do too good. It's falling down on him. And it just comes right on down.
Launch out into the deep.
Maybe like a, maybe just one old rail to still try to hang on there.
Launch out into the deep.
Put a little bit more of the
At my word,
soil, dirt, leaves, whatever you want to call it.
launch out into the deep.
Oh, I know. We get that going. Shoot. A little more.
but
that
is
looks.
risen.
Bring that together.
He
Looks sort of
is
like a little road
slain.
now. Goes back in there.
He is
We don't know where it
risen.
goes. Don't know that we even care.
Remember how he
Just a
spake
nice little place back in there.
to you.
Take our liner brush, a little bit of light brown.
The stone was
Pick up a few little
rolled,
sticks and
the
things.
grave
Put them all in
undone,
there. Something
silence
like that.
broken, the better one.
This is one painting that I really hope you'll give it a try, because I think you'll
As
find
he
some of the most
said,
enjoyable little things using this liquid clear that you've ever
I
done.
seek the
And it works.
living
That may be one of the greatest parts of it. Little highlight right here.
He
It works so
is
good
risen,
in the black gesso.
just
It'll
as
just make
he
you, it'll make you paint the world so much
said.
easier.
He is risen.
Wait up,
The
I'm
grave
not
has
finished painting. I want to take a little bit of bright red, a little paint thinner, and I'm going to sign this one. I have a short name, so it's very easy to sign. So I say, I hope you try this, but if you have time, send me a photograph of your attempt. I'd love to see it. And from all of us here, I'd like to wish you happy painting.
On the
And God
third
bless,
day,
my friend.
the promise still lies defeated death for our good. He is risen. Remember his word.
Welcome back. Certainly glad you
Remember
did
his
this. Take it down.
word.
Let's see.
He is
There are all
risen.
colors across the screen that you need to paint along with us while they're doing that.
He is risen.
Let me show you what you caught me doing. Today I have my standard old pre-stretched double prime canvas, and I'm just covering the entire canvas with a very thin coat of phthalo blue.
Not a good
And that's all we're doing. We just take a 2-inch brush and scrub it in. The canvas is dry. Just going to cover the entire canvas with this very thin coat, and I'm really scrubbing it in. There's not a lot of paint here. All I want to do is just stain the canvas. That's all.
Thy faith hath made thee
That's all it takes.
whole.
Just scrub it in. There. I'd suggest you use one of your old brushes to do this, because it'll sort of wear a brush out.
Daughter,
There we
be of
are.
good comfort. Thy
That's all it
faith
takes.
hath made thee whole.
Then right off the bat, we get to wash our brush first thing this time. There. Okay.
Through the crowd
We
and
just wash our
through
brush
the
with odorless
pressing,
paint thinner.
through the
As
fear
Shake it off.
inside. One touch of quiet trembling,
And just beat the
reaching
devil
through the
All
tide.
right.
Hidden tears inside
Another
the
2-inch brush. I
longing,
have several of them going
years
here.
that
Now
no
today we just do a little scene that's very simple. I
yet
hope you'll like.
mercy
And I'm
stopped
going to
in
start off with a little
motion.
bit of midnight black.
When
Just
faith
tap
was
one corner.
reaching
There, you can see it
you,
good. One corner.
faith can heal, faith
Okay, let's look at
restores what
Maybe-
was wounded
Maybe in
long
our
before.
world it's just a happy little
Faith
cloud
can
that lives up here.
rise
This is
through
pure
the fear,
midnight black.
through the fear. Love draws near.
Sort of
Thy
like an
faith
evening
hath
lights.
made
Does that sound
thee
right?
whole.
I want it dark. This is our world, so we can create all kind of illusions in it. There we are. Maybe big old floaty cloud that lives right up through here somewhere. Just using the corner of the brush, a little more paint. We'll just begin
No
applying
trumpet
this
of
however we want.
announcement,
Think
no
about little
voice that
forms and shapes
cried
in the
aloud.
clouds. And
Just a
let 'em happen.
whisper of
Clouds are everywhere.
believing
You see
in
all
the
kinds of things in
middle
them.
of the crowd.
Shoot, when we were kids, my
And
brother
power
used to
flowed in
just
mercy,
lay back out
and
in the
grace
field,
began
look
to
at the clouds and see
roll.
all kinds of
From
crazy shapes in them.
trembling hand to
I bet you've done
Savior,
that too, whether you'll admit it
from
or not.
broken heart made
There you
whole.
go. But you see all kinds of shapes in there.
Be of good comfort. Peace is stronger than the storm.
There we go. This is the last show of the 28th Joy of Painting series. So
Daughter,
I'm certainly
go
glad you're with us today.
in
Certainly glad you're with us. Because this is really the highlight of my whole life.
Faith
Just to
has
make these
carried you
videos. Join you in
home.
your home or wherever you
Faith
happen to
can
be.
heal, faith restores
There.
what was
I think everybody's
wounded
trying
long
using these
before.
just for people to accept his work. And through television, you have done
Made
that.
thee whole.
This has become the most popular art show in the history of television. And it's your fault. And I thank you very, very much for your support, for all the calls and the letters that went to stations all over the country.
Go in peace.
Literally all over the world now. That's what keeps us on the air. So if you have time, give them a call. Give them a call. We need your support anyway. All right. And we can put just a couple over here somewhere. Now then, tell you what, let's do. I'll get one of my little blender brushes. Just tap one
Zacchaeus,
little corner into the least little bit
make
of titanium white.
haste and
Tiny
come
little
down.
bit. You can always add more.
For
Maybe right
today
here, behind this
I
cloud.
must
little
abide
light
at thy
coming in.
house.
So we're just going to paint with a blender brush because I want it to be very
Zacchaeus,
soft, very gentle.
Come
This takes very little
down.
paint. Very little paint.
Up in the sycamore,
It's going to mix with the blue.
trying to see
We'll just have a light
a
source
small
coming right
man
behind that cloud.
in a crowd too
There we go.
big. But mercy
Looks like
looked up,
maybe the moon's
called him by name.
It's coming out this side too.
Today's
all I'm doing
table.
for this guy.
Grace makes
You're
room
doing
for
yours.
the
You may want to put a little
unable.
more detail in. It's up to you.
What was taken will
But this
be
will certainly show you how to do
restored.
it. What you do is up to you. There.
Seek
See there? You got a whole
and
crowd hiding up there
say,
looking out.
seek
Got the
and
moon
say
behind him and he's watching everything.
that
Let's have some fun.
which
I'm going to take,
was
Miles makes a pretty good
lost.
pile. Alizarin Crimson,
Salvation has
the two of
come
them together make a
to this
gorgeous
house
brown.
today.
Sort of, I'm going to mix it sort of to the reddish side. That's my favorite. But you may like it more to the green side. It's up to you. We'll just put that pile up there. Wipe the knife off. Today, let's use the little small round brush. And go right into that nice brown color that we just made. Just tap the brush into it.
With me,
That's all, no big deal. Just tap it right into it.
for I have found my sheep,
Maybe in our world there lives,
which was
it
lost.
does now, some little trees.
Rejoice with me, for I have found
Sort of light will show.
what was gone.
Just a little bit of dark. There it comes. There.
90 and I was safe,
It's just very basic little
folded
shapes,
in the night.
like little trees that are
Yet love went out searching
far away,
beyond the light,
like so.
through the valley shadows, across the silent plain,
Tell you what,
until the wandering
precious
heart
one, I'm gonna grab another
was
one.
carried
And on
home
that one, I'm gonna
again.
put a little bit of,
And when he found it, he
right there.
laid it
I'll just mix it on the brush here.
on his
There you go,
shoulders,
okay.
rejoicing.
And tap. Just
Heaven
tap.
rejoices
Right
over
there.
one,
That's nice. I'm making an orange color.
just one who turns and comes home. Heaven rejoices over one.
Light colors like that. They do nice things for you. And of course, none of us are interested in selling paintings, but if you're out there selling a painting now and then, these kind of colors sell. People love them. They brighten up a dull room. There. Just sort of vary back and forth between the reds and the yellows here. Notice they're brighter on the top than they are on the bottom.
Not counted by the numbers,
Makes
not
it
measured by the crowd,
There we go.
but every single soul is spoken
Put it
for
back to the other
love.
side. Right here.
Joy before the angels
Nothing worse than a mad tree.
when one
You really get
returns.
upset with you sometime.
Ooh,
Upsetting. There.
there is
Okay,
joy
back to my brush. 2-inch brush has
over
brown on it.
one,
And let's put a
over one,
little bit of brown in here.
over one,
Don't wanna lose
over one,
it. See that blue still show through.
over one.
It'll still show through, sort of.
Heaven rejoices over one, heaven rejoices over one.
We'll decide where we're going.
Rejoice
Why not?
with
We'll
me.
just keep going. We'll just keep going. But notice I'm intentionally not covering up all that blue. I want it to show through. See these areas in here where it's showing through? I'm looking for that. It's important to me in this
The
particular
Son of
painting.
Man came
There.
to see
See now, anybody can do this.
and to save
Nice and
that
easy.
which was lost,
Maybe we'll bring it all the way down. What
to
the
seek
heck?
and to save.
If we want to change our mind, we can do that later too. It doesn't matter.
Not
Since this is
for
our
the
world, we
righteous
can do
alone,
anything that we
not
want.
for the strong, but for the wandering heart. Gone too long through the dust of the road, through the crowded street.
Get us started.
Grace kept walking
Going back to my
on a
little small round brush, little half round brush. Tap in a little more of that same brown
calling
color.
the broken,
You know,
calling
you
the
gotta have a big
weak.
tree in his world. There.
He came to
Sometimes I
seek,
get mad at
he came to
It's
save
just perfect.
that which was
So there's
lost.
the
He
tree
came,
at the end.
he came to seek, he came to save mercy, calling your name.
That's what makes painting so great. It's a very individual thing. All right. Also on the other side too. What the heck? We'll just sort of fill this in. Maybe we could actually done this with a 2-inch brush. It wouldn't matter. Would not have mattered. There. Now then.
From the tree of Zacchaeus to the sinner's door, from the silent tear to the poor, every soul, every place, met by unexpected grace. Seek and
Little soft
save,
grassy areas back in here.
seek and sea. He came to save that which was lost. He came to see. He came to save that which was lost. He came.
Oh yeah, oh, that's nice. That's nice. That's just what I was looking for. Just exactly. Exactly. I get excited sometimes. Sorry. There we are. That easy. I'm just going to sort of jump back and forth between all those little colors, and every once in a while hit that gray color we made just to highlight a little. Sometimes maybe even a little bit of the little touch of that phthalo blue, because I want to keep this blue hint throughout this painting. There.
I commend my spirit
There we are.
into thy hand.
All right. More of the yellow ochre.
I commend my spirit.
Okay. Tell you what, let's do. I'm going to take
When the earth was trembling,
a little bit of the bright red.
when the veil was torn,
Orange.
trust was spoken, though the flesh was worn. Into thy hand
Tap right in there. Just tap it. That's all there is to it.
I surrender all, even in the ending.
Again, putting some
Faith
highlights
remains into thy hands.
trees.
I rest my soul into thy hands. You make me whole
That's what makes a tree special.
beyond the sorrow, beyond the pain. Into thy hands
I like these.
I remain.
I like to do paintings like this. They're easy. Even if you've never painted, these are just simple paintings. In fact, we try to design all these paintings in this series for people who painted a lot, as well as for people who are just beginning. There. And they work for everybody. We hope. We do that on the other side too. Only maybe less distinct over here, just a little.
Not defeat,
Just some indications.
but holy trust.
Maybe some more trees in front of
Not
this one. So I don't
despair.
think this one is distinct.
But righteous
Just
love,
some little indications.
even in the final breath, peace was louder than death. Into thy hands,
Clean up the bottom of that a little.
into thy hands, into thy hands. Into thy into thy hands, I commend my spirit.
Same brown color.
Into
We'll just put the
thy
indication here and there, but a few limbs. Something like so. I'm going to put leaves on these, so we don't have to put a lot of detail in them. Don't worry about them. Don't worry about them. A few of these little limbs will show, but the majority of them we'll cover up. There we are. Something like that. While we got the
A
old brush going
certain
on,
man
go
went
right into a little bit of that gray color we made with a little paint thinner. And maybe down in here.
fell among thieves,
With the indication of a little
left alone.
fence that lives back here. I don't want it to be very
But
distinct.
a
It's too far away.
certain Samaritan
Just like so.
came where he was.
Just a little
When
indication.
he saw him,
It's way back in the distance.
he had compassion.
Now back to our little brush.
When he saw him,
We'll put a few little leaves
he
out here on
had
this.
compassion.
I decided I was going to do that. That's the reason I wasn't worried about what was behind it so much.
Do likewise.
See? Maybe even down here.
And do the same.
See, you just put these wherever you think they should be.
Mercy.
Maybe we'll take and put a little paint thinner on the brush because we're getting quite a buildup of paint. And I'll go right into my orangey color that I made.
Go and do likewise.
And we'll have a few little highlights right up here on that rascal. You just put them wherever you think they should be. There. I like it. I like it. It's the colors that I like so well in this particular painting. They just get prettier the more we do. Alright, something about like so. That's about all we do.
He
Okay,
bound up
ready to get
his
crazy?
wounds.
Let's do it. Maybe right out here in our world, we'll check your bravery test. Maybe, yeah, what the heck? Maybe there's a big old cabin out here. Maybe it's got a big roof like that. Just sort of lay it out in your mind. Use the knife. Maybe a little porch sticks out here. I don't know.
Then bored
just removing excess paint. That's all I'm doing. Now, didn't make quite enough of that brown color. Crimson and sap green just mixed together. Just mix up a little more right here real quick. Alright, now then, take a little of that brown and we can begin blocking in our little house. Just begin blocking it in, like that. See, you're not committed yet. You can still change your mind if you want to. That's what's so great. Over here, see, just pull that across, straight down. There. It's a good way to see if you like your little house. Maybe have a little porch sticking out there. We can do that. That's easy. Right down the side.
He has sent me to
Over here. I know this doesn't make any sense, but it will in just a second. It will. I hope. We'll see. We'll see. Now, I'm going to take some white, a little bit of that brown color, and a little black in it. I don't want to overmix it. And let's start down here.
To proclaim the acceptable year of the Lord.
It's too bright for this painting. That's a little better. Now we just begin putting like some shingles on there. Old shingles on the house. Most of them have been blown off over the years, but there's still a few hanging up here still. They're even smaller this time. Something about like so. Most of them have been blown away. Take that same color. Actually, it's just brown and white. A little black in it. There we go. Pull that straight down.
Good news for
Like so.
the weary.
And over on this side here, almost
Light
nothing.
for the night.
Almost nothing.
Chains fall away in
Little post right out here to hold up our, gotta hold up
the
our little
broken are
porch.
lifted,
There.
the lost are restored.
Little touch of highlight that runs right along there just to make that stand out. There. A little bit of brown. We'll turn that into whole boards or slabs just by touching.
The Spirit of the
Streaks.
Lord is upon me.
All this we'll just cut off and do a cabinectomy later. Let's have a big window, big picture window.
Spirit of
Take a little bit of the caddy yellow with a little touch of yellow ochre in it. There. Now. There, fix this little window all up. And we got a window right there so he can see out. Now then, let's go back, pick some of all of our colors, and let's just begin filling this in with little grassy areas all up through here. There. All right, maybe a little of that gray color. Just to put some little highlights here and there. Wherever.
That hear the word
Wherever.
of God and keep it.
But isn't that something else? You can do little paintings like this. They're very easy.
Blessed are
And
they
they work for you.
that
They
hear
work
the
for you.
word of God.
You have unlimited time at home. You can just piddle and play and have more fun.
Not only
If I take too
those
much
who
time here,
live,
they have no sense of humor.
not only those who know,
None whatsoever.
but hearts that guard the promise and let
I'm using a little bit of
obedience
the phthalo
grow.
blue once in a while, and a little bit of that gray
In
just
the
to sort of mix them
quiet of
together.
the morning,
Whatever.
in the turning of the day,
But that blue
your word becomes a
hint will come
shelter.
through on the entire painting just because you underpainted it with blue. There we go.
Blessed are they that hear and keep the living word. So
Right, all kinds of little things.
blessed
that
are
we
they
can do.
who stand in light.
The lay of the land here is very important, the way the land flows. So pay attention to that. Don't just throw these in at random. Don't just throw them in at random. All right. Okay, we're coming right along here. We'll just take this all the way down the bottom. It doesn't matter. Wherever you want to go with it. Wherever. I want it to be a little darker down here, so I'm going more into the browns.
Through seasons of
Alright.
the flame,
Same thing
the
over
word
here.
remains unshaken, forever still
like it.
the same, not spoken for.
And you can take your time, and as I say, you can really work at this and smooth it all out. It's unbelievable what you can do,
In the
and I
spirit,
know you can do it.
where life
you can do it.
begins within.
There we go.
Blessed are they,
As I mentioned, this is the last show of the 28th Joy of Painting
the
series,
word of God.
and I want to thank you very much for being with us. It really is your support that keeps us on the
Blessed
air,
are they
and you're special. Without you, we wouldn't be here.
Blessed are they.
So before we have to leave, on behalf of my partners, Walt and Annette Kowalski, and all the fantastic people here at the station, we'd like to thank you for your support and for making us feel special. I'm going to take a little of that paint thinner, a little yellow ochre here and there. Maybe there's some bushes that live down here. We'll throw in a few little weeds. We'll use a little yellow ochre, sometimes a little cad yellow, a little red, just mixed together.
And is alive again.
Just to give the impression, ooh, there's a nice one. Some nice little bushes that live right here. There, something about like that.
This my son was
Shoot, I think we about have a finished painting. Let's sign this rascal. Take a little paint thinner, a little bit of red, and we'll sign it. Really hope you've enjoyed this painting and this entire series. It's always our pleasure to be with you. And from all of us here, I'd like to wish you happy painting. Until next time,
But the
God bless,
father
my
saw
friend.
him while he was yet a fawn. Compassion before a single scar, before confession, before the plea. Arms were open, mercy set free. Welcome home, no more shame. The Father once he calls your name. Welcome home, alive again.
Hello, I'm Bob Ross, and I'd like to welcome you to this, our 7th Joy of Painting series. If you've painted with us before, I'm certainly glad to see you again. If this is your first time with us, I think you'll really enjoy this fantastic wet on wet painting technique. We'll use about a dozen colors, sort of unorthodox brushes. We'll have a lot of fun. Each week, we'll do a fantastic painting here. Now, I hope you dry out your paints and your easel, big glass of iced tea, and you sit down and you join me each week and learn the joy of painting. So I tell you what, let's do. Let's have them graphically run all the colors across the screen that you need to do the painting we're going to do today. And they'll come across your screen in exactly the same order as I have them on my palette, starting with a titanium white and working around. And while they're doing that, let's talk a little bit about what's been done on the canvas. I've already covered this canvas with a thin, even coat of liquid white. This makes the canvas wet, makes it slick. It allows us to actually blend color right here on the canvas instead of working ourselves to death on the palette. And today I thought we'd do a painting that uses a very limited palette. In other words, only a few colors, and I'll show you how you can do a beautiful painting using only a couple of colors, some big brushes. That's the kind of grades I get. There we go. Now this color is blending with the liquid white, and automatically beautiful things begin happening. Continue to keep this brush moving. Don't stay in one spot and just work the color dead. We want some life in the sky. There we go. Just keep it going. Now as we work downward here, maybe we'll put a little bit of warmth down here. This is going to be the horizon area right down in here. So I'll go right into a little bit of dark sienna without cleaning the brush and tap a little of that right into my bristles, just a small amount. All right, watch here now. We'll go right up here, and with that color, I'll blend sort of upward. So we have a nice warm color right at the horizon, and it goes up into the Van Dyke brown. A little more color, and let it work upward. Isn't that fantastic? Now, while I have this old dirty brush, it has all the browns on it. I'm going to take and add a little touch of yellow ochre to it. So we've got the sienna and the brown. Add a little bit more of each. There. Now, I'm just going to go down here at the bottom of the canvas and just have some fun. Just pull that across. This will end up being shadowed. I think today we'll do a painting that has some snow in it. And this will end up being some shadows. Yeah, very gently, very gently. We're just going to blend this entire sky together. Just blend it very lightly. This just takes out the brush strokes. But you don't want to kill all the little patterns that you have up in the sky. That's what ends up being the interesting part of it. Okay, tell you what, let's do. I'll clean this brush. And we clean our brushes with odorless paint thinner. And I really recommend you use odorless thinner, or you'll be working by yourself. Your spouse will run you right out of the house. Shake off the excess. I have a box down here I shake the brush into, then and that's really the most fun of this whole technique. It's just raising cane with that brush. Of course, it's also one of the best ways to redecorate your whole room if you're not careful. Try to contain that part of it. I'm going to take a big old round brush here and go right into some titanium white. We'll just pull it through there and load it up. Load it up. A lot of paint. Okay, let's go up to the canvas. Maybe there's a big happy cloud that lives in this painting. And he lives right there. Just work that brush. Let this old cloud just float around the sky. Let it have fun.
In the shadow of the cross,
Don't stay in one place. Continue to keep the brush moving. Continue to keep it
mercy
moving.
spoke louder
There.
than the cry.
If you stay in one place and just grind this color in, all you're going to have is, well, you're going to look like big cotton balls up in the sky. Now we'll take this big brush, just very gently blend the bottom of it.
Still the same.
Just blend the bottom of it. If you painted with us before, in this series, I'm going to introduce you to some new brushes, some new equipment. I think you'll really enjoy it. There we go. Now I'll beat this brush a little, and that just takes off the excess paint. Then we're going to fluff these clouds. Look at there. Look at this. Look there. Pulls up all those beautiful little stringy things. And don't worry if you pull up big stringy things here, because when we blend this, they'll go away, and they end up being the nice, soft, fuzzy edges of your clouds. See there? Okay. And maybe you want several layers of clouds in your painting. Can do easy. Just load a little more paint. Come right in here. And drop in another happy little cloud. And in your painting, you put as many clouds as you want. Just drop them in. And clouds are very free. They may be one of the freest things in nature. They just sort of float around and have fun all day. And think about that when you're painting. Think how free clouds are. Paint your clouds that same way. Give them that feeling of looseness, of freedom. Just let them go. There. Okay. Now then, maybe back here, let's have some little background trees that live all back in here. And I've got several of each brush going, so I don't have to spend all my time washing the brush. I'm going to go right into some Van Dyke brown. And I'm just going to tap this brush right into some brown and right into the sienna. Back and forth here. We just sort of mix them on the brush. See, really get in there and tap that son of a gun. Work it hard. All right, let's go up here. Now then, maybe right here, there's a happy little tree. There he goes. And he goes right on up. Now, notice here, I've started at the bottom and worked upward. That way, it's darker at the bottom than it is at the top. So you have the illusion of dark shadows down at the bottom. Okay? I just put in some very basic little shapes. You're not looking for distinct shapes at this time. Later on, we'll begin worrying about very distinct shapes. Right now, we're just blocking it. Maybe here lives what? Oh, look at here. He's a little taller. A little bit taller. There we go. See how simple that is? But keep the dark color down here at the base. And this is really what makes it fun. Just sort of let these things go. Let's have another tree right here. Keep it very dark at the bottom and begin forming some basic shapes. Very basic. Oh my gosh, I got to talking there, and a little tree turned into a big tree. We may have to lay another canvas on the top here. We have enough room to cover all this. We'll give him a little friend here too. And some up here maybe that are very light. Very light. Very light. Just barely can see some of them. Look at that. And in a super way, throw in some happy little background trees. There we go. Now then, tell you what, set that brush down, and I'm going to get a number 2 script liner brush and go into a little bit of paint thinner and right into my dark color here. This is just the browns. Turn that brush. You want this paint to be just like water, very, very thin, very thin. Turn it and pull it out. That'll bring it to a beautiful sharp point. And let's go up to the canvas. Now then, I want to put in some indications back here. Just some little tree trunks, some little stems. All we do is just nickel drop. Since this paint is very thin and very wet, it slides over the thicker paint. This base paint is very thick. It's very dry, thick paint. And the thinner paint will just slide right over it.
So much the nets could scarcely hold. Blessing breaking every
Okay, put a few in here and there, wherever you want them. Just sort of take a look at your trees and decide where you think little trunks should live, and drop them in. There's a little indication way back here. One. I think you're really going to enjoy this series. On this series, I'm going to bring you a couple of special guest artists. I have one guest artist that you might have heard of. He's a fantastic painter. He's one of the best painters in the country. And I'm very proud in this series to bring you a man named Ben Stahl. And I hope you've heard of Ben. He is unreal. He's one of the best painters in the country, and he agreed to come and do a demonstration for us. So you'll see him in this series. Okay, tell you what, let's do. Let's build a happy little tree trunk in this big tree. And for that, I'm going to take brown on the fan brush, load both sides. There, you can see it, Both sides are very full. This is Van Dyke Brown. Let's go up to the canvas. Hold the brush straight into the canvas, touch it. As you come down, add more pressure. Make it get bigger toward the bottom. Isn't that a super, super way to make a little tree trunk? It's that easy. There's nothing difficult about it. Now let's put some highlights on this. We want this tree trunk to stand out and be strong. I'm going to take a little bit of my yellow ochre, a little sienna, and we'll blend that together with a touch of white. Like so. Now I'm going to take the knife and cut across and get a little roll of paint right out on the edge of the blade. See there? Okay, let's go here. Now then, if our light's coming from the right, and if you're right-handed, that's normally the easiest. Touch, give it a little pull. Just let it sort of bounce across there. Just here and there. Just let it bounce. Here and there. There. Okay. Now I'm going to take some white. This is almost straight titanium white, because I want this edge here to really stand out. This is almost straight titanium white. There's a little bit of the color left on the blade, mostly white. And there we go. Now then, I'm going to take a little bit of liquid black. Liquid black, and take my liner brush again. And I put a little paint thinner to make it even a little bit thinner. Okay, let's go up to the canvas here. And with that, we're just going to very quickly throw in a few happy little indications of some tree limbs. That's all there is to it. See, that paint's very thin, and it flows. It'll absolutely flow. There. And however many limbs you want on your tree. Maybe there's one that hangs down here and there. Whatever. And we can go right into some liquid white. We go right back over. Throw in just a hint of some highlight here and there. Like maybe there's a little snow laying on top of some of these. There. That gives you an idea how to do that. Now let's put some highlights on these. Maybe there's a little snow that's been captured up here in the limbs. So I'm just going to take the old round brush here, put at least a little touch of yellow ochre in here, and just tap in a little bit of color. Just like so. Just tap it in. Okay, let's go up here to the canvas. Now then, just barely going to touch. And just begin forming some of the basic tree shapes here that we want. Just some basic limbs. Look at there. See how easy that is? Don't overdo. This will start working so good for you. In a heartbeat, you'll cover your whole tree. And you don't want to kill all the beautiful dark color that you work so hard to put in there. Just here and there. Just let some of these little things just fall in there. At least a little touch of the yellow ochre, though. Not much. Just to kill the white. All right. Now, while I have that color on the brush here, let's begin laying in some snow right here. You can just use this brush and there. All I'm doing is laying a little color right on the canvas. So I'll come back and clean that up with another brush. Might as well use it while we got it here, though. And this is where we begin determining the lay of the land. Allow a little of that color to pull right down in there. That'll end up being some nice shadow areas. And back into my browns. And let's just pop a few happy little bushes. Look at there. See? Already that begins to create the lay of the land. It shows you which way the land flows. Maybe there's a big old bush that lives right there. See, it makes it look like a little thing. It goes back into the distance there. And this is what helps create the illusion of distance in your painting. All right. Now I'm going to take a fan brush. It's a number 6 fan brush. And very lightly, just going to grab these edges and begin working on the lay of the land. See how you can just pull that color out, and it makes it look like there's a shadow right there. And you haven't hardly done a thing. Just like that. There we go. There's a little bit. Pull it. And you can always take and add just a tiny bit more if you want your shadows to be a little more distinct. And make all kinds of beautiful little things happen. Look at the amount of distance that we've put in here with just a few strokes. You can see all the way back in there. It's very soft and very gentle. Tell you what, now, if I was in a place like this, I'd want to build a little cabin out here. So let's have some fun today and build us a happy little cabin. I'll start out with a Van Dyke Brown. Pull it out very flat, cut across, and we get our little roll of paint again. Always get that little roll of paint. Let's go up here. All right, and maybe the cabin lives. Yep, you're right. He lives right there. We'll do that back eve. There it is. And then we're going to come in here and put the front in. There's many, many ways to paint cabins. This is just one of many. And during the series, we'll show you several different ways. Let's paint the other side. We're going to leave the roof off right now. We're going to come back later and put the roof in. There. See, all we're looking for right now is just the front and the side there. There we go. That easy. And let's have some boards in our cabin. Got a little hair on there, so I'll just pull him off. Now, we'll take some white, some of the dark cyan, and a little tiniest little touch of the Prussian blue. Make sort of a nice warm gray color. A little darker. There, cut across it, a tiny little roll of paint. So up here now. Now grab it and gently come across. Very lightly, barely caressing the canvas. Just let the paint break. If you painted with it before, this is about the same as putting snow on a mountain. Just about the same. Now to that same color, I'm going to add a little more white because I want it to be a little lighter on the side here. Our tree says the light's coming from the right, so very gently we'll decide where our side is here. It's a little bit lighter. Okay, now then, I'll tell you what. Let's put some slabs or some boards in there. Now I've got a little bit of brown on my knife, and here all I have to do is just touch the canvas and begin laying these in. And this guy that built this cabin, he was about as much of a carpenter as I am. Some of them are fat, some are skinny. It's an old cabin. It's had a hard life. See there? But that easy. That easy. You've got the side of your cabin. Now we got to put a little roof on there. The guy that's living in there now, he's a chill city. He's getting cold. Let's go up here. Touch, pull, and bring it down. Look at that. Okay, touch, bring it down. Touch, and bring it right down. Isn't that fantastic? That easy, you can build a cabin. Well, I wish it was that easy in real life.
For I have found my sheep,
Put a little snow on the other side, like so. Then we got a cabin, except we need a way to get in and out of it. So right here, let's put a little door. Little door. And I'll take a little bit of the light color and just work around it, give it a little highlight. Tell you what, let's put a window in this little cabin. We'll use a little brown, then we'll use a smaller knife. It makes nice little things. It's a lot easier to get into the smaller areas. There. And let's give the indication maybe there's a little glass left in the window. Touch, get a little pull, a little Prussian blue. Little Prussian blue, just a touch. Don't overdo.
on his shoulders rejoicing.
Work a little bit
Heaven
in there.
rejoices over one.
And if you wanted to,
Just
use
one
a little
who
tiny edge here,
turns
put a little chimney. Use a touch of the bright red. Not much. Very
Heaven
strong.
rejoices
Put a little red on there. Maybe nobody's home today. There, a little bit of snow on the roof. Okay, let's have some fun now. We got us a little cabin. I'm going to grab the bottom here and begin pulling this out, helping to create some shadows once again. There we go. Now, maybe, I'll tell you what, I'm the world's worst lawn keeper, and I believe this guy probably was too. Let's go up here. Maybe he didn't cut his lawn, and there's a huge big weed lives right here in front of his house. That comes right on down, wherever we want it to go. Yes, sir, he takes care of the lawn about like I do. I get more trouble about that.
for the angel.
There we go. Just put some happy little weeds here and there. Don't tell you what. We'll take some of this brown, pull it out flat, cut across, get that little roll. Okay. Maybe there's a happy little fence. Little snow fence type thing. It lives right there. Now, a super easy way to make a beautiful little fence. Maybe they're sort of falling down. We'll take a little bit of light color. This is just sort of the brown and the white. Just touch. Little tiny bit of the blues in there too. Makes it look a little bit colder.
Heaven rejoices.
There we go. Just drop that in. Now, with the small edge of the knife, just gonna go along here. Just barely touch. Put the indication maybe there's a little bit of snow that's laying up here on top of them. Look at that. Now run into the liquid white, and we'll cut across it with a knife, and this will use the heel of the knife, and we'll put a little bit of wire hanging on there. Look at that. Look at that. That easy. Look at that. I used to use a one-haired brush and work myself to death trying to put wire on there. We try to show you the easy way of doing things. Use the old fan brush and let's pop a few weeds up around here, and maybe there's a few coming down here. Wherever. Let them go. This is just a fun little painting. And we go back with a little white. And I want to grab some of this brown and turn it into into shadow because it's a little darker back behind it. Just let this work. Let it work. Let it play. See? Look at all the beautiful little specks. And once again, this is the way that you create the lay of the land. Look at that. Right there. Make it because the sun would hit right there in my mind. Strike right there and be a little bit brighter. And we'll put a little bit right under this here. And you can't make a mistake with this. If you put a weed in here that you don't like, you just turn it into shadows. It's that easy. There we go. Just think where a little light would hit. Let your fan brush just play right across there. Sparkle and have fun. Now, let's brighten that one up right there a little. Maybe. Yep, right here. It's another big old one. And each one of these represents another plane in your painting. It makes it deeper. And each plane really helps make the painting look like it has more depth. There we go. We'll drop in a happy little shadow right in here. There it is. Wherever you want them. Pop them up. Now then, I'm going to take a little bit of paint thinner on my liner brush, go into my brown, bring it to a nice sharp point. Okay, let's go up here. Maybe there's a few happy little sticks and twigs that live around here. This is also a super easy way to make little beach scenes. If you ever want to paint the ocean with a happy little beach, this works very well. The same principles. You know what? I'll let you. Let's take. Bet this old fella had a fence out here one time, and there might be a little bit of it left. Right there. It's just about fell down, but there's still a couple of them. Oh, tell you what, right there. This one has really fell over. Hard life. And we can take a little bit of white, touch of the yellow ochre, and we'll just put at least a little indication of some highlight on that. Just like so. Maybe. There. One old post still trying to hang on. One rail right there. One rail. There it is. Now then, I'll take the fan brush and just pop up some happy little things right around the foots here. Now we can begin. Maybe. Look at there. This is where you can go in and put in a few little finishing touches. See, each different little layer you put inside of this helps create the illusion of distance again. I know you're probably tired of hearing me say that by now. But it really is what makes paintings interesting. It's the fact that they have depth to them, that they're not just flat. You're working on a two-dimensional surface trying to make a three-dimensional painting, so you have to use illusions, light against dark, dark against light, continually. That's what makes it work. That's what makes your painting pretty. I'll put a few of these little weed things here that come right over the top, just like so. And you can do a few of these using a little of the liquid white too. See how they stand out against the dark? That easy. Look at there. Beautiful. That's simple. I think we're right on the verge of having a finished painting. I'm going to take a little bit thin oil and go right into my bright red. I like oil because it's very slick. You can use thinner, but oil to me works a little nicer. Turn it. Let's go up here and we'll sign this one. Let's sign it right here. And I certainly hope you've enjoyed this painting. It's been a lot of fun. I look forward to seeing you in the very near future for the next show, and hope you become a regular viewer with us. And from all of us here, I'd like to wish you happy painting. God bless. glad you could join us today. I thought today we'd do a different little painting using some of the liquid black and liquid white. So let's start out and have run all the colors across the screen that you need to paint along with us. While they're doing that, let me show you what I got. Got my standard old pre-stretched double prime canvas. Today I've taken liquid black and put on the bottom and liquid white, put on the top, and just blended them together. So the entire canvas is wet, but it's dark on the bottom. That's the only difference. Liquid black is just like liquid white, only it has a black pigment in it. And I use that a lot of times when I know there's going to be areas that there's a lot of dark in. The liquid black will make it a lot easier for you. Let's start today with a little bit of alizarin crimson. Just a small amount on the old 2-inch brush, just a little. Let's go up in here. I want to put a little pink in the sky, but I don't want much. I just want enough to warm it up some. I don't want to set it on fire. It's very easy to set it on fire. Just want to warm it up. Now the crimson is mixing with the liquid white, and there's a little liquid black there. And automatically it'll get lighter and lighter in value. That easy. Okay, and that's about all I want of the crimson. There. Now, without cleaning the brush, I'll go right into some phthalo blue. I like phthalo blue. It's a beautiful, beautiful blue. Okay, let's go up in here. Now we'll start right at the top. Using our X's, little crisscross strokes, go all the way across the top, all the way across, and then begin blending downward. Now be careful, this blue is so much stronger than the crimson, it'll eat up all the crimson very quickly, very quickly. So let's just have it about like that, and then clean our brush. And we'll take the clean brush and blend it together. Just shake it off. Beat the devil out of it. That really is a fun part of this whole technique. I have more pleasure just beating the brush than anybody in the country. I have people now that write me letters and say they have no desire to paint. They just bought a brush so they can beat it and take out their frustrations. That's okay. That's okay. All right. Let's put some mountains in there today. Shoot. Let's take some Prussian blue, some black, alizarin crimson, Van Dyke brown. Just mix them together. Mix them together. Make a nice dark color. Put a little more crimson in it. There. Okay. Now, the first thing we have to do is decide where our mountain lives. We'll cut off a little roll of paint. There you can see it. And let's go. Maybe there's a mountain. It goes right here. Now, the only thing we're concerned about is the nice outside edge. We could care less what's going on. Anywhere except the top. Right in there. So don't worry about it. Don't let a mountain scare you. They're really one of the neatest things to paint in this technique. And still probably the most popular thing we paint. All right, we'll take 2-inch brush, grab it, and pull. Because there's liquid white and liquid black underneath, the color will move. It'll allow you to blend the color right on the canvas. And it also removes excess paint. So the next layer will be much easier to apply. And we'll just let it fade right into that, like that. See there? That's all there is to it. Let's take white. Grab some midnight black a little bit and put in there. I want to grade this a little bit. So we'll put a little bit of, maybe even a touch of bright red. It's our world. We can do anything that we want here. Pull the paint out as flat as you can get it. Once again, our little roll of paint. Let's go up here. Now then, just decide where the light's coming from. And if you're right-handed, you'll find it's usually easier to have it coming from the right side. If you're left-handed, try both ways. Left-handed people have been forced to do right-handed things their entire life. So some left-handed people will find it easier to highlight on the right, some on the left. It's a very individual thing. There we are. Little dooders in there. Now I'm just going to pull a little bit of that color down to make the shadows. I don't want distinct shadows in here. Just going to pull a little bit of it down. Maybe right over here there's a little bump right there. See there? You decide. You decide where all these little things live. There. And you can just play some darks and lights back and forth to create all kinds of illusions. There you go. Okay. Now, as I say, it's your world. You decide where you want all these little rascals to live. Okay, we'll take a clean, be sure it's good and dry. Clean, dry 2-inch brush. If it's not dry, it will dilute the paint and make it too soft. So be sure it's dry. Follow the basic angles in these mountains and tap. All we're doing is trying to take out the little tap marks and blend everything together. And then lift up. See? Smooths it right out. And it creates that illusion of mist right down at the base. Sometimes that's a little too straight for me. I want to put a little dooder right there. See? That's all you got to do. You can change your mind. And it just makes makes it a little more interesting.
But hearts that guard the prom.
Ready to get brave?
And let
Let's do it.
obedience grow.
That little mountain
In
went
the
so well.
quiet of the morning,
This really is your bravery test. Let's have a big mountain
your word
that
becomes
lives right up here.
when we choose
Right up here.
you.
Maybe there's a little bump right there. Don't be afraid of these
Blessed are
mountains.
they
Shoot.
that hear and
Once you
keep
make friends with this
the
knife,
living word.
they're one of the neatest things you can make.
Blessed are they
And you
who
do need to
stand
make
in
friends
the
with a
night,
knife. It takes a little time.
holding truth through
It takes a little
darkest
time. It's like anything else when you do it at first. It's a little foreign to you. It takes a little while to make friends with it. All right. But very quickly, with a little practice, you'll be doing things with a knife you can't believe. Okay. There. Here in the studio, we just had a couple of my young friends come in. And they were only about, one was 6 and one was younger than that. And they brought me some paintings that they're doing.
through seasons of the flame.
It's unreal.
The word
And young people
remains
can do this too.
unshaken, forever
They
still
were
the
fantastic.
same.
Okay, now we're just going to blend that. Just let it go right on.
Not fading
We
like
said we was going to make a big mountain. We weren't kidding. Once again, our little roll of paint. Touch, no
life
pressure.
begins within.
Absolutely no pressure.
Blessed are
Just let the paint glide right along on there.
that hear
Just let it glide.
the word
You
of
want it to
God.
break. In other words, have all these holes in it. That's what makes it look interesting. Maybe there's a little light zinging right on there.
Blessed are they.
Wherever. It's up to you. Painting gives you freedom.
Blessed are they.
Gives you creative freedom. Let's take some Prussian blue with some white, a little black in it, just to dull it down some. There. Make us a little shadow color. Small roll of paint. And once again, just let it just glide right along there, like that. Maybe out here, it's a little highlight right in there. We just sort of let them come together. Just let your imagination take you to any place that you want to go. Phew. Look at there.
This my son was
See there?
dead,
But just let it
is
go.
alive
Let it just slide right down through there. No
He
pressure.
was lost,
I know you get tired of hearing that, but it's so
and is
important.
found.
And it's probably the single
This
biggest
my
mistake
son
that
was
people
dead,
make is they apply too much
is
pressure.
alive again.
No pressure.
Far
I'll put
from
some little bumps and
home,
stuff in here.
far
And
from
we can do that.
grace,
Put them anywhere that we want them.
broken dreams,
There.
empty
Just a
place.
little, maybe there's a little do it, Liz, over
But
there.
the Father
Mountains
saw
grow
him
every which
while
way.
he was yet a
Just let
father.
them grow. Let them go.
Compassion
Everything will be.
before a single
There.
scar, before
Down
confession,
here.
before the plea.
Take a little more of our shadow color.
Arms were open, mercy set free.
But that creates the illusion of all kinds of little duders.
Welcome
And when you're at home and have unlimited time,
no more shame.
much better than this. Much, much
Father
better. No, you can't.
runs, he calls
There we are.
your name. Welcome home,
Wherever.
alive again.
Okay. Something about like that. Now, let's get our brushes nice and dry. And let's just blend this very gently. Just blend it. We're tapping, following those angles. Notice the angles are coming down. Like that, and we follow those angles. We follow. Okay. A little bit of shadow right here behind this little rascal. Don't want to let
Robe
that
and ring, shoes for
bring
his
all that
feet.
together.
Grace
Get up
restores
there. Takes out the tap marks, brings everything
what's
together.
in defeat.
Like that.
For this
I
my
tell you, the
son
best
was
mountain painter
dead.
in this technique is probably my
Is
son Steve.
alive
Boy, that
again.
rascal. Whew. He can paint some mountains.
Lost
But
but
we'll get him on here
found.
before the series is over.
Gone
He
but
travels and
near.
teaches all over the country.
Love
But if we can
was
get that little rascal in here, we'll have him come do a show.
all those
Maybe I'll get him
years.
to paint your mountain.
Welcome home,
Because he can paint mountains.
alive again.
Of course, I sound like a proud
He
daddy
was
just as yakking, don't I?
lost
And there's some truth to that. There
and
is
is
some truth.
found.
Okay. That'll give us a pretty good little mountain. We want to have time to do some other things in this. Let's take Prussian blue, phthalo green, black, brown. Oh, really? I'll throw about any old dark color in there. I like to throw a little bit of phthalo green in though. I'll make some evergreens. It just gives them a nice color. All right.
Little flock, for
Today's
it
to
is
make some
your
evergreens.
father's
Let's
good
grab us a.
pleasure
We'll use a fan brush.
to give you the key.
You can use the old fan brush. You can use a 1-inch brush. Whatever, it doesn't matter. Anything it works.
Little flock, you are known
Both sides
by
with a lot of paint.
You
Let's
are
go up in here.
loved forever.
And let's just tap in
Do not be
the basic
afraid.
indication of some little evergreens distance between them and they begin looking like fence posts. If that should happen, all you need to do is put a few more in there. Just fill up the area. There. Because they're too far away. You're not going to see a lot of detail. Things that are far away, you see only basic shape, form, and basic color. That's really about all. Maybe we'll have it coming over here too. And to create that illusion of distance in your painting, avoid having too much detail when things are supposed to be far, far away. Yeah, that sounds great. Don't put too much detail. Sometimes we can absolutely put too much. Here we are.
Where your
You just
treasure
smash them down with the old fan brush.
there will
These
your
fan brushes are marvelous. They'll do wonderful, wonderful
also.
things. Or you can paint the entire painting using nothing but the fan brush.
No fear
Maybe we'll do that one in the show sometime. Just to show you we can.
His
The big thing is time. I'm going to tap the base of that. Like so.
Little flock.
And I'm going to lift up. Just smooths everything out. Blends it right into the painting.
Little flock,
There we are. Now we have a little ridge. Just little trees that live there.
little flock.
Okay, we'll just use that same old brush. It's got some sap green in it. And it has a little bit of that
Little
pine
flock,
tree color. So when we touch yellow, we're going to get beautiful, beautiful
Father,
greens.
forgive them,
Little Indian yellow.
for they know
And then I'll touch a little of the bright red. Bright red actually dulls the color. I know it sounds crazy, put bright red in, but red and green make brown. So when you put them together, it dulls the color.
for they know not what
Maybe.
they
And
do.
notice I didn't have to put any dark color in there because we used the liquid black. That's what it's great for. I
In
knew
the
there was
shadow
going to be a lot
of
of
the
dark.
cross,
Didn't know exactly where.
under
It didn't
darkened
much matter.
sky,
But I knew there was going to be a lot in there.
mercy spoke louder
So
than
just
the
take
cry.
and begin tapping in the indication.
Hands were
All kinds of
lifted,
little things that are happening back here.
not in blame,
Wherever. There they are.
but in love,
Just little happy dooders.
still the same.
I make up words. I'm very bad
No
about that.
defense, no reply.
Often wondered we have the show is playing in numerous foreign countries now. Often wonder how they translate dooders.
Father, forgive them,
There we are.
even now.
All right.
Love is stronger
I like to go to Mexico.
than the crown.
The show's been playing in Mexico for several years, Mexico City especially. And it's unbelievable, some of the paintings that our Mexican instructors are coming up with. Unbelievable. Because they've adapted this to the scenery that they see in Mexico. And now we have a lot of instructors in Japan, and they're doing exactly the same thing. So they're teaching me now. That's nice when you can get so lazy that let somebody else do it and let them teach you. There we are. But see how that land flows downward? I want it to look like a little meadow back here, where the land just flows right down.
Nails
Very
could not
soft.
silence
There we are.
compassion's voice.
You make the decision how far down it
Pain could
goes.
not
I tell you what.
cancel
I'm sorry, I get crazy.
heaven's choice.
I just when you paint like this for any length of time, you begin seeing things in your painting. When you see these things, take advantage of them. Take advantage of them. Use them. They're like gifts.
On the
Use them.
cross,
I want to. Yeah, I just do it. I just want to put. Maybe there's some more evergreens here. Yeah, I'm gonna put a
even now.
whole line here.
Father,
Listen, I need all these trees because my little squirrel needs a place to hide.
for they
I think.
know
Tell you what, I got another little piece of film here I want to show you about my little squirrel Peapod. He is just the cutest little devil you've ever seen. Now, how can you not fall in love with something like that? Isn't he precious? This is my little squirrel Peapod. He lives with me. Well, actually, he lives outside, and he just, because I've turned him loose quite a while back. He's full grown now. He was just a little baby there. But he still comes back every day.
launch out into
Every
the
day.
deep,
And I feed
down
him.
your
I'm soft
nets
touch.
again.
But he'd be
Though
something.
the night
I always
was
had a lot of
empty,
scratches on my hands and stuff and playing with them because they have very sharp claws.
launch out
One
into
thing that I
the
like to
deep.
say over and over, we do not advocate
fear the
making these wild creatures pets. I only raise them and I turn them loose.
You
Because wild creatures, that's where they belong. They should
are
be
the
wild.
labor of the night.
If you want to keep a creature,
All the
get a
silence of
domestic
the
animal,
shore.
doggy or a cat.
Still my
They're a lot
word
of
is
fun.
stronger
They're a lot of company.
than the doubt before.
But wild creatures ought to be wild.
Trust beyond
That's the way
the
God intended them to be.
trust beyond the
There
shore.
we are.
When
But
you
sometimes they need a
follow
little help.
my word, you will act
I jump right in there. I like to play with them.
at my
I
word.
like to watch them grow.
Down the net
But these little squirrels, when I get them, a lot of times they're so small
at my word.
that their eyes aren't even open. And then you have to get up at night, just like you, well, like I did with Steve when he was a tiny little baby. And you have to feed them 2 or 3 times every
plastered softly.
Yeah.
Master, we have
Certainly grew. He outgrew me.
all the
We'll
night.
take a little bit of white.
Nets
You want to create the illusion of a little mist down here at the base of these. I'll show you why I just decided. But some it's more distinct. And this little misty area here, this little misty area will turn out to be your best friend because this will be your separator.
Trust beyond the
And you can just bang it in any old way and it will just tap into the limbs together.
when you follow
Makes the base of the trees look very soft and gentle. See there? There.
at my
And
word.
most of this will
The
disappear.
nets were filled that
But here and there and there and
the
here,
sea stood still.
we want to put a more distinct tree, a bigger tree, with a little more paint on here.
So much the nets could
Get all that
scarcely
phthalo green
hold.
there. Ooh, I like
Lesson
that.
breaking every scene.
Brown, crimson. I'll put some sap in there too. I didn't have much phthalo. And I want to have a green tint to it. Okay. Let's see what we got here. Maybe? You know, Bobby. Gotta have a big tree in here somewhere. Gotta have a big old tree. Here it comes. There we are. We'll put some highlights on there and separate it. That'll separate it right apart.
Launch out into the deep.
There we go. Right there. I know it's hard to see right now, but we'll separate it. We'll separate it. Maybe here and there we can put the indication of a few more. A little closer to us, a little bigger, a little more detail.
Launch out into
And that
the
little misty area will help separate. We'll just put a few in here. You decide in your world how many there are. There we go. Something like that. I need one down here. Just right there. Okay. Now, without doing anything to that brush except going through yellow, because it has blue and black in it, you'll make a beautiful green color. That'll give us a highlight. Okay, let's go back up here. Same old brush.
remember how he spake.
There we are. Now we can put in a few little highlights. Don't kill all your dark color.
The stone was
I know it's tempting. A little yellow ochre, Indian yellow,
grave
just mix it in, change the flavor. But don't kill all the dark.
silence broken.
Evergreens are normally pretty dark trees. Leave them that way. There. Over here. I'm just bopping around here trying to get these put in as quick as I can.
I seek the
I'll put
living
a few little
among
things in this painting. It's a lot of fun. This liquid black, try it.
the heat.
Try it. I think you'll find it does wonderful things.
Just as he
And then maybe,
said,
yeah, why not? Let's start.
the grave I
Put in
had
some little grassy areas here and there. A little bit yellow. I'm gonna dip the brush to at least a little touch of paint thinner. Just enough to thin the paint a tiny bit. We're getting quite a buildup of paint on here. So we need paint that's a little thinner.
on the third day.
There. But look at all the layers in this painting. I mean, it goes on and on and on.
Defeated day.
And you can do it so simple. There we are. Okay, maybe a little touch of bright red here. I like it.
Remember word.
That's nice, thanks.
Remember his voice.
Okay. Dark sienna, Van Dyke brown. Gotta have a way to get in there. And just put us a little path right in there. Mostly dark sienna. Put a little bit of Van Dyke. And we'll let it wander right on out through there. Little brown, little white. Just enough to put the indication of a little highlight on there. There. See? See? Is that easy? Just like you put the snow on the mountain. Maybe. I know. Let's take a little black. Maybe come right up in here. Maybe there's just a little stone that's right there. Have a little stone. We'll put in dark first. And we'll come back. Some brown, white, little black in it. And let's put a little highlight on it. Just enough to make it interesting. Just enough. See? Pull a little bit down. Not much. Not much. All right. And some little grassy areas right around his foot. Bring the path all into the painting. There. All right. Got just a minute left here. Tell you what, I need a tree in here. I need a little tree. The producer right now is going to kill me for doing this. Ooh, right there's a little tree. And we'll take a little light. Just tap the side here. Give it some highlight. Grab a liner brush. Put a couple little tree branches on it. This old tree is dead. This old tree had a bad day. Old evergreen tree. You can just see some of the limbs hanging out through there. Wherever. Not many left. Just a few.
just a whisper
But that's really all there is to it.
in the middle.
Hope you've enjoyed this little painting. It's something different, shows you how to use the liquid black, and really bring fantastic results. From all of us here, I'd like to wish you happy painting, and God bless, my friend.
Broken heart made whole. Be of good comfort. Peace is stronger than the storm. Daughter, go in peace. Faith has carried you home. Faith can heal, faith restores what was wounded long before thy faith hath made thee whole. Go in
Hello, I'm Bob Ross, and I'd like to welcome you to Series 31 of The Joy of Painting. If this is your first time with us, allow me to extend a personal invitation for you to drag out your paints and your brushes and paint along with us each show. And if you've been with us before, please allow me to thank you for inviting us back for another series of painting shows. Tell you what, let's start right off today and have them run all the colors across the screen that you need to paint along with us. While they're doing that, let me show you what I got done up here.
Zacchaeus.
Today I'm using an 18 by 24 inch
Make
canvas. It's
haste and
pre-stretched
come down.
and double primed. And then I've just covered the entire canvas with a very thin coat of liquid white. This is a wet on wet painting technique, so the liquid white is there only to make the canvas wet. It allows us to actually blend color right on the canvas rather than working ourselves to death. So let's do that. Tell you what, we'll start off today with a little 2-inch brush. There we are. We'll take a little touch of phthalo blue. Phthalo blue is a beautiful, beautiful blue color. Just tap a little into the bristles. We don't need lots. All right, let's go right up in here. And we'll start just making little X's. Just little crisscross strokes. That easy. That easy. And we work all the way across the canvas. And we start at the top and work down. That way the paint is continually mixing with the liquid white that's already on the canvas. And automatically, your sky will get lighter and lighter as you work down toward the horizon. And in a landscape, that's exactly what we're looking for. There. Let the canvas work for you. Allow the colors and the paint, everything to work together to make it easy. This is a painting technique that you can do. There's no big secrets here. People who have never painted do this every day, and it works for them. All right. I think I'll have some water in this painting today. I love water. It's easy to paint. And we'll use that same old phthalo blue. Just add a little more onto the brush. Now, still water is always level. And I think today, let's have still water. So pull from the outside in, like so. That's all there is to it. We'll go to the other side, do the same identical thing. But I suggest you pull from the outside in. If you start here and go across, it leaves a big line. It's very hard to work out. There, so pull from the outside in. It leaves a little area in here that's sort of light. If everything works just right, it'll look like a sheen of lights just streaking right across your water. Sneaky, but it works great. There we go. Now then, I want to darken the corners on this. I'm going to take a little Prussian blue. Prussian blue is much stronger than phthalo blue.
Which was
Beautiful blue, though. Let's take a little of that. And right up in the corners, I'm just going to add a small amount of the Prussian blue. Like that. And when the painting is completely done, these dark corners will help lead the eye toward the center of the painting.
99 was safe.
That's really all
Hold
there is
it
to
in
it.
the night.
And we'll put a little in the water, too. We
That
don't
love
need
went
that
out
now.
searching
Just down at the bottom.
beyond
And
the
let it work upward.
light.
There.
Through the valley
Ooh, there's business
shadows
already.
across the
Now
silent
today
plain.
we just do a little mountain scene. It's very
Till
pretty,
the
very easy
wandering
to do.
heart was carried
All right.
home
Now
again.
see, even though we're blending across that little light
And
area
when he
still
found it, he
remains
laid
there.
it on his shoulders,
Okay, just blend that color
rejoicing.
till it's nice and smooth.
Heaven
and we're in business.
rejoices
Now comes the most fun part of the whole technique, and that's washing the brush.
just one
If you've painted
who
with me before,
turns
you know this is where I really have a good time. It's cleaning this old brush.
Heaven
We wash our brush and pour this paint down, shake it off, and just beat the devil out of it. That really is the fun part of this whole technique. Tell you what, today, we'll use a little bit of phthalo blue, some alizarin crimson, a little bit of black. I want to make a little mountain in here. And I want to make a dark lavender looking color. Very dark, very, very dark. Maybe a little more crimson. Proportionately.
not counted by the numbers, not measured by the crowd,
We'll just wipe the knife on a paper
but
towel.
every single soul
That's most important,
is
to load the knife.
spoken for
Cut
love.
across the paint and get a little roll that lives right out of the edge of the
Joy
knife.
before the
Okay, let's go up in
angel
here. Tell you what, put a little white with that. I'll make a distant mountain first.
turns.
A added a little white.
There is joy.
Yeah, right in here. Just decide where you think this little mountain lives in your world. And drop it in. Painting is a very individual thing. We all see nature through different eyes. And that's the way you should paint it. There. All we're looking for is the nice top edge.
Heaven rejoices.
The brush is good and dry. And we'll grab it. Because the liquid white's on the canvas, you can literally move color. See there? If you were working on a dry canvas right now,
Heaven
you'd be
rejoices.
in agony city. But because it's wet, it will move.
Rejoice.
And your brush strokes will create the illusion of highlights and
with
shadows.
me.
Right there in your mountain. And that's about all we need. And the mountain's going to be far away, very distant. Now we go back to the solid dark color. And come right up in here. Let's go right up in here. I want you to see how dark that is. Don't be afraid of it because it's dark. We're going to put a few little highlights on it. But you decide where all the little protrusions on your mountain live. Little bumps. Maybe. How about one right there? But it's that easy. And there is no right or wrong here. The only rule that we have here is that painting should make you happy. You should enjoy it. If it does that, then it's good. Then it's good. Right. I get letters from youngsters, some of them in their 90s, that tell me they never believed they could paint. And they tried this and it's worked for them. That's what makes this all worthwhile. Is to hear stories of success from all over the country. And you can do it. You can do it. There we go. Now, once again, I'm going to pull this. One of the rules if you're painting mountains, always remember if you can see the entire mountain, it's always more distinct on the top than it is on the bottom. Because we have mist and now we have wonderful pollution, it sort of lays around the bottom of the mountain and it breaks up and diffuses the light so it looks softer. There. Now sometimes, hey, well, let's get crazy today. Sometimes. When I got that color going, it's fun to take and reflect a mountain right into the water. We're just looking for a basic little reflection here. You don't have to worry about it being exact.
Every soul, every place, met by unexpected grace.
Now sometimes you may find when you first start, it's easier to take the canvas off the easel and turn it upside down and just basically repaint the mountain. If that works for you, that's okay. Any way that it works. Now, I'm going to take it just like we did. I'm going to pull that color. Just going to pull it. And once again, the liquid white allows you to move color in here. That easy. That easy. All right. See, that gives us a basic reflection there. May not be exact, but it's close enough for what we're doing. All right, let me wash the brush. Wash the old brush. Shake off the excess thinner. I hit the bucket there. There you go. Just beat the devil out of it. All right. I usually run the brush across a little paper towel just to make sure it's as dry as I can possibly get it. You don't want to go up and touch the canvas with a wet brush. Yeah, keep your canvas and your paint as thick and firm as possible. One of our golden rules is that thin paint will stick to a thick paint, so you want to keep this as thick as possible. I'm going to take a little white, a little black, make just a touch of gray. Something like so. A little roll of paint. Always load the knife. That little roll of paint. Just want to make just little things happen. No pressure. Absolutely no pressure. Just let it right across there. Just want to give some indications. Don't worry about it. Just a lot of indications. Pressure on the knife. I know I say that over and over in the shows, but it's probably the single biggest mistake people make when they first start is applying too much pressure on the knife. Then it looks just like you were icing a cake. That's all right, but it's better if the paint sort of breaks. And by break, that just means it has holes in it. And that's done by just a gentle pressure. Very, very gentle pressure.
Not defeat, but holy trust. Not despair,
You can sort of just rub it a little bit.
but righteous
out.
love.
Once again, I don't want to love
Even
it.
in the final breath, peace was into
follow
the
those
hands, into the into the
Brush working pretty good. So just take that same mountain color. Same old mountain color. Just take that. We'll tap a little bit right into that 2-inch brush. Don't be afraid of this brush because it's large. It'll do wonderful things.
into
Now
the
then, let's decide. Yeah, there we go.
I come in my
Maybe right in
spirit
here. There's a little foothill lives right here.
into the hands.
Just a little footy hill right at the base of the mountain. Just tap in the basic shape that you want it to be. Maybe something about like that. It doesn't matter. It's up to you. There. See there? Now, very gently grab it and lift up. Tiny little strokes, though. Short little strokes.
A certain man went